This stick, she said, because Skylar likes me. She guards Skylar Diggins at practice every day, and it makes Skylar better. That matters. That's playing a very important role on this team.
Horston, a tough defender too, but she's had it going offensively here in the second half. Horston has 12. He averages just 4 points per game, Jordan Horston. And got a hand in there, a deflection and a steal. And here's more Jordan Horston. 3-on-1, bounce pass. Kiana Williams hits a three.
I think that's the definition of pro right there. When you come off the bench and you're ready. No matter how many minutes or what your role's going to be, you're ready to play.
Berger off balance, leaves it short. Boston there to save it. That ball did not hit the rim. Boston's got to hurry. Leans in and lays it in. So Boston with her first double-double of the season, 11 points, 12 rebounds.
So good at burying her defender in the rim.
Russell open, connects. And it's 103 and counting, a new season high here for Seattle. Some nice moments offensively, led by Caitlin Clark. Give and go there by Smith, who's been very strong too. Fever nowhere near where they need to be on defense, and it's what Christy Sides has spent a lot of time talking about.
Well, Frank Bentley is so good in their ball screen coverages because she's long and athletic, she's aggressive, and she understands scheme, so you miss that. And then Erica Wheeler is one of the best on-ball defenders that the Fever have, and you miss that. And it definitely changes your rotations defensively.
In fact, Bentley, a 2 to 3 week minimum timeline on her. That's a reevaluation date. Really just a cruel injury as she had come over and turned a lot of heads. Coming over from England after playing in 2019, her last year in the WNBA.
She doesn't even know when in the game against LA she hurt her foot because her adrenaline had taken over so much she didn't even know till afterwards. That's what she said.
Celeste Taylor, her second WNBA game. Nice bounce back performance for Alyssa Smith, who has 23 points tonight. Fever entered the night averaging 77 points per game offensively. So this is just fine from an offensive standpoint as Smith comes up with the block. But there haven't been enough moments like that on the defensive end.
With timing.
And an offensive foul on Seattle. Well, this gauntlet of an early season schedule continues on Saturday. The Fever will host Chicago, and then they'll have a back-to-back in New York on Sunday. And then that'll be 11 games in 20 days. And then the Fever can finally exhale, get some much-needed practice. I think that's been what Christy Sides has lamented the most about this schedule, as Clark is fouled, is yes, there are things to work on. They haven't had the time they would like to work on them.
I mean, you hear a lot of pros talking about rest and reps and the difference between the two and why rest is important, but you also, in the early part of the season, you got to just clean up your schemes and your rotations and got to be able to, you know, make open shots.
Well, speaking of rest, Caitlin Clark has had none of it here tonight. She's played 40 minutes. Never came out. 20 points, 9 assists. Again, 88 more than fine offensively for Indiana. Christy Sides and her group will be looking at that 103. We'll be looking to make adjustments. It's 4 games in 6 days. Indiana falls to 1-8 here on the early season. It's a 40-game WNBA season. We're still into the single digits. As Mookie Chapman there, the former Fever coach, shares some hugs on that sideline. There have been a lot of ways that those staffs have been intertwined over the years. And Seattle